Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria. You guys, it's kind of weird. I keep looking in the viewfinder already because I don't normally do videos quite like this, but for today's video, I really wanted to get a feel for these products, and now that I've tested them, I've tried them, I kind of know what they're all about. I wanted to come on here and give you my final thoughts. Today, if you haven't guessed by the title or the thumbnail, we are talking about the Smashbox and Vlada collection. Now, this collection hit the internet with storm for its beauty, its sophistication, the packaging. I mean, everything about it was really reminiscent of rose gold packaging and roses everywhere. And I'm not exactly sure who and or what Vlada is, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't look on purpose, and I will tell you why. This was one of those collections for me that I loved on principle. I thought it looked very aesthetically pleasing, and I thought it would be interesting because I feel like every time there's a collab, the first thing that we do, whether you're a beauty guru, an influencer, whoever, you immediately flock to figure out who that person is, why they do what they do, and you go right to that and you try to see their influence into the collection. And this time around, I didn't want to take that approach, which I know sounds really, really weird, and I've never done it before. But for once, I wanted to go in completely blind. I didn't want to have any thoughts on who they were. I didn't want to have any thoughts on anything about the collection. I wanted to see how much it would really speak for itself. I think the packaging and all of that, again, that very rose gold and just rose overtone is just stunning. I think that really speaks a lot for the aesthetic of the collection, but I really wanted to play with every single thing in it. And again, the whole collection, you guys, I picked up the whole thing to really do as in-depth of a review as I possibly could for you. So we're gonna dive through this. We're gonna go product by product. You're gonna get some swatches. We're gonna talk a lot about it. This was one of those launches I didn't do a first impression on because I felt like there was I'm very busy. So let's go ahead and start with the eyeshadow palette they came out with. This is the Smashbox and Vlada Cover Shot Petal Metal Eyeshadow Palette. Whoo, you guys. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shades in it. 2 of them are larger, and everything has beautiful fresh stem, opal rose, nude rose, rose quartz. You know, it's got that very floral kind of aesthetic to it. But overall, the packaging of this is stunning. You open it up, you do get a full, like, little pan-sized mirror here, and then you get these colors, which, just as a side-by-side here, I don't know if I can do it because this will spring back and bite me. But you have this guy right here, and then these are the colors. Let me actually situate myself. So you can kind of see what you're getting here a little bit. The palette, and then again, the color and the aesthetic. This right here, and then this darker brown, those are both matte shades. Who are you? And then the rest are all shimmers in this palette. I swatched those really crooked. One of the things that, again, just going from my impressions, I have used this palette several times, actually. I would say I used it for the better part of a week. Probably 3 or 4 times. I would say 3 or 4 times. I used it alone and with its own shadows. I used the shimmer shades 3 different ways by themselves, sprayed on a brush as well as with glitter glue, and I used the mattes and shimmers with other palettes and other formulas to see how well they all kind of came together. Here's my issue. How much was this? This one was $29. That's what I thought. Okay. For $29, you guys, I do not think you need this. My reasons are as follows. Number one, it's very, very tiny. These pan sizes are really sad to me. I think that you don't get enough here. Just my opinion, but I don't think you get enough for $29. My biggest issue with this, other than money, other than pan size, everything aside, is the shimmer shade, you guys. And I'm actually going to bring you in real close. This right here is a great example. Do you see how I swatched all of these shimmer shades and how you can see all those tiny little specks of glitter? Take a look at the palette and how you can see them up there as well. There's a good shot of the palette too. Oh, hello. Yes, and that is an issue for me because that glitter from those shimmer shades, you guys, the first day I went in, I used them dry and then a little wet. The second day I went in, I used them all wet, all over the lid. They went on beautiful. They do one swipe, I mean, just one swipe, they look great. I went in the third day and the third and fourth time with a glitter glue. No dice, sister. No matter what I went in with, the glitter from the shades fall out all over my face throughout the day. I mean, it was in my eyes. It was down on my cheeks. It was a hot mess, minus the hot. Like, it was not a good scenario at all that we had going on. They are not the shades for me. I don't know if it's just the texture on my eye, if they don't like to manipulate well, but I manipulated these the same way that I manipulate every other shadow that I ever use. If anything, I gave these way more shots to be a good shadow, and at the end of the day, you guys, you can't deny how much glitter and like loose fallout there is. The 2 matte shades, again, those were beautiful. But as far as needing this palette, no, I don't think you do. This one was a miss for me. So next up is what I have swatched on the other side, which of course are all the liquid lipsticks from this collection. They launched 3 of their regular Be Legendary metal liquid lipsticks, as well as 3 of their Always On Petal Metal liquid lipstick Rouge. I don't know. Basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, these are like the matte formula, and then these are more the liquid lipstick formula. That's how I'm understanding this in my brain. And what I can say, I have worn, I believe, every color or almost every color from both sides. So let's start with, of course, how they look. You guys, first of all, these all look absolutely stunning. You have this beautiful reflectant packaging. They look amazing in the tube. I think that they are beautiful. The top of all of these, whether they be square or round, we'll get close up here in a second, but they do have this beautiful flower embellishment on the top, which is raised in detail, which I think is really great, because if you're the type of person that has a lot of lipstick, these are going to stand out beautifully against those. You're going to be able to find them quickly if you know what you're looking for, that sort of thing. I think it's a great kind of offset against other standard packaging and standard liquid lipsticks. So let's go ahead and zoom you guys in. I have swatched them, so let's look at those. So this column right over here, these are the 3 liquid lipsticks. These are the regular ones. I am wearing the middle shade on my face right now. And when I remove those, you can kind of see how these ones are a little bit more matte. They still are very like nice and reflective, but they don't look dewy in the same sense that these do. And from top to bottom on this side, I am wearing Rose Magic, Petal Metal, and XO Vlada. And again, top to bottom now on this side over here, the more matte version, I am wearing Desert Rose, In Bloom, and XO Vlada, which is down here. So there's an XO Vlada on both sides, the matte and the more liquid or wet looking side. You have that same shade. And then these ones are pretty similar across the board. These two are both pretty rosy. These two are both a little bit more, you know, champagne-y orange kind of color. But overall, those are the shades. So let's kind of dive in what I think about these liquid lipsticks, both formulas. Number one, let's start with this version, the more wet looking one. I think that the color of these, all of these, all 6, I love the color. I love that metal look. I love them with the way they fit with the collection. You guys, I love them. Well, the first day I started off with one of these, this version, like the more matte metallic version. And my biggest issue with these, you guys, I love, by the way, as a side note, their regular always on matte liquid lipstick formula. I have 2 or 3 of those and I love them. I think they go on beautiful. They last forever. They don't come off, and they're just a great liquid lipstick. I'm sorry, they are. And me and a lot of Smashbox stuff, we're like very hit or miss on, like, I would say almost everything that they come out with, but I love that formula, so I was really excited about these. I put it on my lips, you guys. I literally had to take it off immediately. It looked so bad. I mean, like, made my lips look crunkly, crusty, just nasty. Like, my lips have never looked worse than they have when I was wearing these. And I tried all 3 shades to see if it was just me, and alas, it was not. It just really emphasized all the texture, all the wrinkles. I went in, I did a Jeffree Star lip scrub with one of my, you know, his lip scrubs, to make sure it wasn't like crusties or like nothing nasty on my lips. They were smooth as a baby's ass, and I went in, I did it again. Same thing. And I think for me, the deal is with these, and I never throw shade at like people that choose to have plastic surgery or lip fillers or anything like that. I'm all for it if that's what you feel like is you, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I feel like, quite frankly, if you have any kind of wrinkles on your lips, I don't think you're going to like the look of these, because they look, I mean, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but they looked so bad. And it wasn't just like, oh, okay, you know, it's metallic, but it emphasized, no, it literally, I can't express it to you. I was going to do it on camera, but quite frankly, I don't want to do that on camera because, ew, it just didn't look good. So for me personally, these are a huge pass. I could not find a way to wear them where I felt comfortable wearing them. If that doesn't bother you, so to speak, I don't know. I don't know any way for me personally to get over it. I tried layering them. That was a nightmare. So I kind of moved away from those, and I thought, okay, well, you know, it's a little difficult to layer matte liquid lipsticks, but maybe these ones would work a little bit better. So the quest began. Again, I am wearing one on my lips right now, and I don't think it looks awful. My issue with these, you guys, and I'm just going to double check here real quick. Yeah, they give me pretty atrocious butthole lip, first of all. Let's start with the butthole. And let's end with the fact that they feel heavy and goopy. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I put these on and I wanted to love these. Let me just preface by saying how much I wanted to love these. I love the colors. Again, everything I already said is so true, you guys. Don't think that I'm lying. Don't think that I'm just like spraying shit up your ass. Promise that is not the case. I loved these. And when I put these ones on my mouth, literally, like, I can feel them like, you see how they're sticking? It's like they're so thick and goopy, and I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that this collection, as far as the lip stuff goes, is not getting along with. But I even tried layering these over like a regular lipstick. Big mistake there, sister friend, because once you layer it on top of another lipstick, it feels like extra thick, extra goopy, extra everything, a lot of this, and it's not good. So for me, unfortunately, and I seriously hate to say this, you guys, all the lip things are a pass for me. All 6 of them. I didn't like them. They didn't work for me. They didn't work for my lips. I was like, how is this happening to me? How is it possible? How is it possible that this could happen? Until you wait. You wait to see what's coming up next, because I'm going to take these swatches off, and then we're going to talk again about the next product on the docket. Okay, so let's dive into these, you guys. These are the tiny little Smashbox and Vlada Metal Petal Shimmer Drops. Doot-doot. I'm going to shake them up for you, and then we're going to have a little chitty chat about these. These are $32 a piece, right? I'm not reading that wrong. Yeah, these are $32 a piece. This is what you get. This tiny little vial, and essentially it opens up, and it's a little dropper, right, like this. And I'm going to zoom you in. I'll drop one on my hand so you can see what they look like. Do you see how there is little to no product? It's full to about right here. Yep, that would be because it exploded. I opened the lid when I first got it. I was so excited. Oh yeah, I was going to try them out. And I opened it up and the dropper's on. Oh, never mind. I can use it. I must have fixed it. The dropper wasn't attached, and so I picked it up. I had like a pipette full. The whole thing was full, and I went to squirt it on my hand. The whole thing went everywhere, all over my jeans, all over like the floor. Like literally, you guys, I'm not kidding you. It went everywhere. That's where that whole vial went. The little pipette thing blew up. It was a freaking disaster. I don't know if it was like pressure packed in there. I don't know what the situation is. I still have to get a hold of Ulta and like tell them to refund that for me, because I was like, and I don't even know how I'm going to treat the jeans, because this shit, like, once it grabs, okay? Like, it's there for life. So anyways, let's bring you guys in and let's look at these. So this little guy right here is Rose Glitz. You can see yet again that beautiful packaging, all the nice gold and rose gold detail, and what it is indicated on the side right there, that is Rose Glitz, telling you to shake well. The reason it's telling you to shake well, you guys, if I'm being completely honest, you'll see as I roll it over, see this giant, there's like a strip of glitter right here. You are not able to get that glitter off. Like, no matter what you do, that glitter will be there because you can't shake it up enough. Like, no matter how much I sit here and do this, it still will not go away. And that's a packaging and design flaw in my opinion. But I digress. Let's move on. We're going to take some of this. We're just going to open it up, push down a little bit, grab a little bit of shimmer. You can see it right there up into the top. So as you can see, this is kind of what you get, right? And then the idea is that you're supposed to kind of smush it all over the place. But do you see how it's very underwhelming? Like, where did it go? What happened? It's left with like the lightest amount of shimmer and shine I've ever seen in my entire life. And so here is the Rose Glitz, same situation, shake well, and then on the side is that same amount of detail. Now because this one exploded and went everywhere, there is no ribbon of product to speak of. It's very fluid. You can see a lot better how movable it is in there and how thin it really is, right? So now let's go ahead. Hopefully this doesn't get all over my jeans. Oh my God in heaven. Good Lord, I just had a heart attack. All right, so now with this little guy right here, we're going to take a little pipette full. And again, let's all pray a collective prayer. And then you kind of let it drizzle down. There's your little gold droppy. And you can see how gold this looks, right? Like it looks so gold right now. And you guys, that's one of my biggest arguments that we're going to come back to here in a second. But I just want to roll that in for you and kind of let you take a look at it. And we're going to zoom out so you can really see these both together under the lights. So, okay, you guys, here is the gold side. And again, this was the rose gold side. Now, what I really, really want to stress to you and show you is from back here, like, look, you can, and I'm, by the way, getting blasted with light. So if you're going to see glitter, now is when you should be able to see glitter. And I don't like them. I don't think that they're consistent. And I have to be honest, they don't have much of an impact. I worked these into my highlight. I worked them into my foundation. I put them on under my foundation. I dabbed them on over top of my highlight. I've used these in every single application that, I think it was every application that they said you could. And in every single instance, I feel like my scarf is choking me. But every single time, you guys, I just felt very, like, obsessively underwhelmed with these two products. I don't think, oh my God in heaven, I don't think that they are worth $32. These gave me, like, PTSD. Like, I'm terrified that, like, they're gonna spill everywhere. Like, every time they move, I'm like, oh God, it's gonna have a heart attack. Like, they made me very apprehensive. But overall, you guys, I think these are a huge miss for me. I don't see the point in them. I feel like these are not, they're not anything enough. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds weird, but I just feel like they're not consistent enough. They don't pack enough of a punch. I think that the only way you can see any real difference is if you're in real life. In real life, you can see that there are gold flecks on this hand and rose gold, like pink flecks on this hand, but that's it. There's not an overall tint. There's not an overall oomph, an overall shine, nothing. It's just glitter. And at this point, I'm kind of like, are we over the glitter situation? Like, I just feel like for $32, there could have been more and it could have been better. Okay, guys, now let's move on to the part that I know so many of you are excited about. Bam, the highlight. What caught our eye, you guys? The effing highlights. Look at this packaging. How does that not catch your eye? How does that not make you go, ah? Because literally, I died a little. Like, I saw this and I was like, I don't even know what it is. Like, you could open it up and there could be like a dead fish inside. And I was like, I have to have whatever it is. I have to see it. Is it good? What is this? Because this, to me, this is the epitome of slay them with your packaging. Okay, girl. Yes, please. So that came out, I think it might have been released in 3 shades. I only had 2 that I could choose from. I don't know if that's just because I bought them at Ulta. Maybe I missed one. I don't know. But in any event, girl, why you all gotta text me so much right now? Don't you know I am busy? As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, who interrupts at the highlight section? Like, what are you? Rude. That's what you are. Anyways, okay, so let's talk highlight. Let's talk $39. I was like, I'm sorry, $39? Who you think you is? Well, then you open them up. I don't want to open this one up. It's gonna wreck the illusion, you guys, because the reality is I'm pale. So look at that. Look at that. Do you see this? You'll see it better up close, but oh my God. They even, like, you guys, the packaging, it feels like you bought a gilded rose from like heaven's doorstep. Like, Jesus was selling rose gold roses that were dipped in gold. That's what it feels like you bought. I mean, it feels so damn nice. I love this so much. And you guys, I will show you the gold one, okay? This one right here, this is the shade, what is this? Rosemantic. Oh, yes, queen. Oh, and by the way, not only are they beautiful, they come with a little mirror. And it's actually a good mirror. I was like, oh, hey, girl, how you doing? Like, it's good. It's clear. It's got Smashbox and Vlada at the top of it. It's a nice-ass mirror. It feels really high quality. How about we come up close, and I'll show you, what they look like. Don't judge me. Do not judge a girl for what the one looks like, because I love it. So again, we have this beautiful, stunning everything in my life. This is the Rosemantic highlight. Open it up, and you can see that is the imprint that it comes with. Oh, my sweet Lordy Jesus of all. Like, let's take a little swatcherini here. Very dark. I mean, obviously for me, I could never wear that. Oh, but oh my God. Like, you'll see the highlight more pronounced when we get, like, back. But oh my God. Now, this is the one I'm a little bit ashamed of. Same super beautiful packaging on the outside. You open it up, and again, this is the shade Gilded Rose. Oh my God, you guys, look at how beat up this little rose is. Like, I have went in so hard on this guy. I love it so much. Oh my God, you guys, do you see? Like, oh my God. Ugh. I honestly don't think you're going to get like a perfect representation until you're way back here. Clearly, this is not for my skin tone, and I didn't realize it was like that dark, but that's okay. Because I tell you what, a deep tone sister, ooh, girl, you're going to look so good. Now, for me, and my pasty ass, this little one right here, okay. So listen, I'm wearing it today. Let's talk about this. What is this called again? Gilded Rose? Yeah, Gilded Rose. Oh, it gilded my rose all right. I was like, I am living for this highlight. I have applied it dry, wet. I've applied it with 3 different brushes. I've applied it with other highlights, really mixed and matched. And let me tell you, okay, here's the deal. Literally died and fell in love. Like, it was a love baby child moment that I had with the highlight. Like, we became one to become one biblical love moment. Except don't take it to the nasty place that I know y'all nasty bitches are going right now. But it is so good, you guys. It is creamy. It has pigment. It has this beautiful look where it is like melted into the skin. I mean, like, I don't have words. And the one thing I will say about this highlight, it is not blinding in like a conventional, like, Nikkie Tutorials, like, glazed donut kind of way. How that highlight is just, bam, it's in your face. It's super intentional. It is there. This one is beautiful. It is there, but it kind of goes between like a light gold and an almost a light rose shift, but not so much that you can't wear it if you have fair skin. And again, I am wearing it today, and it's just stunning. Like, this highlight to me, the whole collection, this is the #1 hands down winner. I have no issues, no qualms. It goes on great. I did it with a fan brush. I did it with my little Morphe brush. I've done this, I mean, seriously, there's nothing you can't do. Like, expensive brush, cheap brush, it don't matter. It does not matter if it's wet or dry. It does not matter if you have texture. I have so much damn texture. I put it over multiple foundations. It is so good, you guys. This, I highly recommend. And I think this color, specifically Gilded Rose, would be perfect on several skin tones. A light sister, a deep sister, I think all the sisters in between, I think it would look great. However, I think that if you are the darker toned, if you wanted to use the darker toned highlight, I think you're gonna need deeper skin tone for that, because your girl cannot pull it off. Oh, yeah. So now, you know what? Now we can drift into this guy right here. This is $39, and this is their Spray Illuminator Petal Metal Spray. Okay, first of all, it says on the back, this all-over illuminating spray mists on a dewy rose gold glow. Lightweight face and body highlight, leaves skin hydrated and radiant. For all skin types, you can use it on face, spray it on before makeup. You can use it on the body. I mean, you can use it in multiple ways. Oh, yeah. Don't think you're getting like a spray, you guys, okay? I want you to like see this, okay? Here's my hand. Talk to the hands. I'm going to spray. I'm going to spray. There's nothing on it. It's not clogged. There's no issues there, okay? Watch. Hold on. I need to like... Do you see how that's sprayed? Like, hold on. Do you see how concentrated that is? Like, look at the puddle. And that's, you guys, it is so freaking poof. Like, this is like a punch. This isn't like a fan. This isn't a mist. This isn't like a nice, like... Do you see? Did you hear that? Oh, it was wonderful, right? I know what you're thinking, Paige. You're being dramatic. It's because you were so close. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a good angle here. I just don't want to wear this. Do you see? It's still concentrated right there. This is not a sprayable product. However, just to kind of show you what it looks like, I did take off all previous shimmer. Okay, yeah. Do you see it? Because I don't either. You guys, my biggest issue, that was really mean. I'm really not trying to be obnoxious. Oh, it smells good though. But my biggest issue with this product is it's so damn gimmicky. Like, it looks shimmery. But what is it that looks shimmery? There's, yet again, little flecks of glitter or something all through it. But other than those tiny little, there's no difference. There is no difference other than this arm is not as pale, or this arm is more pale because this is like the, when you're driving, this arm goes in the window. But other than that, you guys, they are literally, like, there's no difference. I noticed, and it's sticky. It's freaking sticky, like tacky. Like, you put it on as primer kind of tacky, you know, which I wouldn't have an issue with, but there's no point for this step. I don't see any reason. It smells really good. I did wear this on my arms like I just did. I put it on. I was like, oh, okay. I put it in the sunlight. I was like, okay, I don't notice. I added more. I added 3 freaking like goes, like I did 3 times. I couldn't build it up to where it was noticeable. That's in direct sunlight. I couldn't get any good use out of it, and my damn arm won't stop feeling this kind of tacky. Like, it's just not a feeling I like personally. So for me, this was a huge waste of money. Like, I don't think anybody needs this. I think the packaging is absolutely beautiful. I think they killed it yet again. I don't think you're gonna lose it. Like, it looks gorgeous and very like aesthetically pleasing. But I mean, for me, this was just a huge no. It's sticky and I don't like it. I tried it under foundation, skin. I tried it as an all-over body shimmer. I didn't put it on the outsides of my face, like as a spray, but I did try to tap it on like as a highlight, and it didn't do anything because, again, there's nothing to it. Like, there's nothing. So now let's dive into this perplexing little devil right here, shall we? This is the Petal Metal Primer. Now this one, I did not know. It actually says on the back here, this highlighting primer illuminates, blurs, and evens skin tone. Packed with shea butter and hyaluronic acid, gives you an instant rose gold glow. It is for normal to dry skin. Yeah, I didn't know that when I bought it. Whoops. Smooth over clean, moisturized skin, and uses a target highlighter if you would like. Now this one, I will show you close up. So yet again, same beautiful, stunning packaging. I love this packaging. I can't say it enough. So let's go ahead. We're just going to take on the back of our hand right here. We can take a nice little dollop. You can see what it looks like right there, how it does have a really nice like rose goldy tint. Now this is going to be really intense because, again, it's so up close, but look at that. I don't have an issue with this one, you guys, not in this sense. Now let's go ahead, now that you can kind of see how it shears out. That was obviously a whole lot for that area. So let's actually make it like realistic. And now let's zoom you out so you can see kind of what we're looking at. So, okay, this is a lot better, I think, out here. See, the problem is I want to show you guys the product up close and what it looks like, but then I want you to be able to see the highlighted and like the dimensional effect from far away. Just let me have it. Like, look at my hands. They're like super rose goldy. So here's the situation with this. First of all, I am super fair skinned, so I don't think that this is the primer for me. I mean, look at literally what it looks like just on my hands. Like, it's so dark and like pink and crusted and busted a little bit right there. And that's just me. I think that overall though, it does give a beautiful illuminated effect. And I actually have been using this primer. Now it does say that it is geared for more dry skin, normal to dry, which is totally fine and understandable. I don't have an issue with that claim because it does have hyaluronic acid in it. What the hell are you doing back there, hair? And it also has, shea butter in it. So now, did I think that it was necessarily like my exact cup of tea? No, I did not. I kind of knew that going into it based on what I read on the back of the package. But I did still want to give it a shot. So where I concentrated this product was more out here, and I kind of pulled it in, which normally when you apply like foundation or you apply anything, it always talks about the center and work your way out. But I know that I'm very oily in my T-zone, so I've been working, again, more with this product. I put it on my cheeks, my forehead, and I kind of blended it around. That way I could still see if I was going to get that illuminated effect under my full coverage foundation routine. Yet again, you guys, I didn't see a difference with this. There was a day that I did half and half. I did one half with this, one half with my normal primer. I did mix this with other primers, and it mixed quite well. I didn't have an issue with it sitting under any foundation per se. So I guess this one is kind of up to you. Maybe if you wear less full coverage than what I wear, you could use it that way, and I don't think there would be an issue with it. But as far as like trying to put this under a full coverage and then, you know, spray it and go through my whole routine, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't notice it doing anything either dewy or giving me this beautiful like illuminated effect. I didn't see that. It didn't even my skin tone. It didn't really do anything for me of the claims. But it also wasn't bad on my oily skin. So if it's something you're curious about, you could check it out. I don't think that if you go full coverage, you need it necessarily. Again, I would say that if you go with like a CC cream or a lighter coverage, this would have a much better chance at kind of pulling through it and still being able to be seen. So for me, it just doesn't work for multiple reasons, but I do think it could have its place depending on your regimen and how you like to wear your makeup. And I don't know that I mentioned it, but that last product, this primer right here, this was also $39. Now it's time to jump into the very last product, which are actually two liners. And if memory serves, these are $24 a piece, and they're actually quite beautiful. Again, we're going to get into the close-up here in a second. So, you know what? Why don't we just do that? So these are the two liners right here. The one with the rose gold cap is, again, a rose gold liner. The one with the black cap down below is actually like a black with sparkles in it. So this one right here is 24 karat rose. The one on the bottom right there is black rose, and you can probably see those little tiny flakes of gold like glitter in there. You guys, I'm going to kind of let that sit right there while it dries down, and I want to actually talk while you're looking at it, because I think that there is a big difference between these two liners. You can see how this black one is still kind of wet. You guys, I applied this one to my upper waterline, like up on top where I would normally put all my felt tip black liner, and at first I thought, oh, it's just a really nice, soft, subtle black line. Never mind. It immediately started to spider, just like it's doing right now. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but it is starting to spider on my hand. This one for me is far too liquidy, far too to use. But this one up here, look at how that is like staying in place. It has a very beautiful metallic sheen. It doesn't move. It's not watery. It just glistens, but without, again, without being watery. I actually did a cut crease with that one when I used the palette the first day. It looked beautiful. It went on very easily, glides on. I don't have any issues with that one. But again, you guys, this bottom one right here, I did not like it. I don't like it. The black is not very opaque at all. It's not like you have a deep black with glitter inside. You have like a very watery black looking kind of liner that just happens to have glitter floating around. I don't know. It was very for me. So for me, the only one that I would say is worth it is that top one. And that is the next thing we're going to talk about, you guys, is removing these little things. Like, they literally chunk off. And like when I wore these on my eyelids, this was their biggest downfall by far. They became, like, I removed my eye makeup the same way I always did. You guys, they were chunky. They grabbed into my lashes. It took me 2 days to get that black liner out of my lashes. It was just not enjoyable, like, from that perspective. So from that side of it, I hated both of them. But if I had to pick which one is worth it, again, I'd still go the rose one. But just be mindful if and when you pick them up and you go to remove them, they are kind of chunky. Okay, you guys, that is it for this video. I know that it was a lot of talking, a lot of swatching, a lot of kind of going through. But anytime there's a large collection that launches like this, I really feel like it is like the only way to give you guys my true, undialed, like just perfect way that I feel about certain products. I really don't feel, honestly, that, my nose itches, that there is another way to go about a collection like this, because I really wanted to wear it and kind of give you my opinion on it after the fact as opposed to before. So I really hope that you like it. I know that this style of video can be daunting and long and obnoxious. I tried to bring you guys in and out to give you like something that was always happening, as well as swatches and really talking about the products. So if you guys did like this video, please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below. Help out my YouTube algorithm. You know the drill. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out, and it helps YouTube know that you guys actually enjoy the content I put out, which, let's face it, that's kind of what this whole thing is all about. Oh my god, there's something in my eye. Oh god, it hurt. So again, you guys, that is it, and I hope you have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Smashbox, Smashbox, Vlada collab. Why you gotta look so pretty? Why isn't it all better? A little bit, I don't know, but I love that highlight though. Yes, queen.